blows him up in the process and E3 Sparkplug side of the racetrack for Matt Hagan, and the Toyota side of the racetrack for Tommy Johnson Jr. Tommy Johnson Jr. trying to prove once and for all that there is such a thing as momentum in drag racing. And if there is momentum in drag racing, it carries for 140 days.
To carry for 140 days, Tommy was good at Phoenix 4 months ago. Got to see if he's going to do it here.
Matt Hagan blows it up and will coast to a victory. The funny car, I believe, on fire down there is Matt Hagan in dramatic fashion, 4.328 seconds, 215 miles an hour, and he wins with a pyrotechnics displayed at the top end. And for the 6th time in a row, Don Schumacher Racing has claimed a funny car. And that is the great balance of nitromethane-powered drag racing, taking this enormous, almost immeasurable power and trying to balance it almost on the head of a pin. Those giant rear tires that look so huge sitting there, they're trying to harness power that is almost inconceivable, almost impossible to explain. So you have to get all that balance absolutely perfect. The engine, the clutch, and of course slipping the tire. Both drivers in pre-stage, the last pair of the E3 Sparkplugs NHRA Nationals. Billy Torrance powering down the racetrack, and it's Billy Torrance. 3.802 seconds at 322 miles an hour. Doug Coletta had an 0.18 reaction time and an identical 60-foot time to Billy Torrance. He wasn't stage deep. Doug Coletta 385.2 at 307. Have to make it stick, which is not what happened with J.R. Todd's car coming in. Todd went 4.329 seconds in the semis, spinning the tires. Ron Capps went 4.065, and the track is about the same temperature.
216 miles an hour. That's what they have to fix with the DHL machine.
Immediate smoke for J.R. Todd, and Ron Capps finally in his Hall of Fame career will hoist a Wally at Indy. Amazing. Team principal Don Schumacher congratulating Ron Tobler.
No way.
Great reaction. Angelle Sampey is chasing her 43rd win in her 74th career final round. Chris Bostic is chasing win number 1 in the world of NHRA Pro Stock drag racing, and if the hair on the back of your neck isn't standing up yet, it might be in a minute. Angelle pre-stage, here we go. First final of these Dodge Indy Nats presented by Pennzoil. And Bostic's going to make her think about it. Angelle's 001 on the Christmas tree. Pushing all of that tension away, pushing all the possibilities of negativity away. Angelle grabs her first win in nearly half a decade. Pro-level stop, 688.0 at 196.
You know, for Chris Bostic, it's a game try, but the downside, the fallout of doing that to an accomplished veteran, a multi-time champion, is sometimes you poke the bear and that thing will bite you. And she had a 001 light, so he was with her to about 300 feet, nearly identical times, but it was at that point that Vance and Hines, that kind of horse.
Hogan has been locked down very well today in the tune-up department. Steve Torrance has looked very capable behind the wheel, but Rob Wendland and Terry McMillan have something for them with this new car they built in their own shop 3 miles from the drag strip. Here we go. Torrance smokes the tires. McMillan's trying to catch him, blows him up in the process, and Torrance wins the drag race. 4.273 seconds at 224. Torrance wins on a technical hole shot with a big starting line advantage.
Nobody ever said this is an easy game for the drivers at the starting line that have to be so.
I think this may lead to some uncomfortable dinner conversation tonight. Understand that Troy and Jeggy race at sportsman races all over the country against each other all the time. This is almost old hat to these two guys.
Follow one more bit of trivia. You like Mustangs, you're going to root for the red car. You like Chevrolet, root for the yellow car.
Split screen. In-car with Troy Jr., rooftop with Jeg, and we're going to listen to 500 cubic inch engines at 10,000 RPM right about now. Troy Jr. has problems immediately. Jeg Coughlin Jr. has absolutely none. The 84th national event victory of his career across all categories. Jeg Coughlin Jr. goes 6.680 at 206 points.
First time we invited the Mountain Motor Cars to come over and race with us, and they were thrilled to be a part of the NHRA. And it's still pretty special when you take home one of our trophies. Well, either Elijah or Johnny's going to do that here. About 6.3 seconds after the tree flashes green. Lucchino dives right in. He's staged. He's ready. Here's Elijah. Here's the tree. Slight advantage to the orange car. Down the racetrack. What a race. Out the finish line. 6.374. Beats 6.366. Over with. 400th advantage. Jonathan Gray on the starting line. Down the racetrack they go, and he's got the better car as well. 585. 249 miles an hour. Bo Butner goes 589 at 248. That's a good idea. Oh, no! Tharp goes red. They both run 6:32. Ty Tharp goes red by 0.46. Randall wins it 6.324, 222. Ty goes 6.320 at 226. But he was 0.46 on the...